GRN World, GRN fam, all of our families are now collaborating together. We're having a good old time tonight. I'm here with Ashley, Brad, Elizabeth, Rhonda, Susan, and myself. And we want to talk to you guys about how you can discover the private VIP traveling community that we are a part of, that we get paid $1,032.50 and even up to $7,700 per sale on every sale that we make, helping you guys kind of realize what we're doing tonight. That's going to be really, really fun. I want you guys to, everybody who's watching this right now live, go down here to the bottom of the page. I'm going to go to my screen share real quick. And go down here to the bottom right here where you see all the different options to log in and things like that to comment. What you need to do is you just need to go down there, type a comment, say where you're from, and then go over here to where it says post comment, and it's going to have you log in with Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever you want to log in with, and then we'll be able to see you comment tonight, and we'll get that rocking and rolling. So we can kind of answer those questions that you guys are going to have during this process. So that'll be the fun part about tonight, kind of answering those questions and going over what you, why you're here, essentially. I mean, because at the end of the day, a lot of people just want to know how to make a great living, how to travel the world, how to have just a good old time, and just, you know, essentially have fun. The people who are on the line tonight with me, we were all together in Arizona the other day at a mastermind for this event, or for this company we're going to be talking about tonight. And let me come down here and kind of just show you the little picture that we had. It was a good old time. This is the private group right here that gets paid all this money. All right, so here's our group in Arizona right here. As you can see, we had about 30-something people fly out to Arizona to just, you know, talk about how we can make more sales, talk about how we can live a better life, and just experience, you know, just building that relationship together, okay? This was funny. It was a last-minute deal. Mark threw it out literally. Mark Hoverson is the owner of this company. He threw it out literally like it was only like 3 weeks before it happened, and boom, we all got there. We were excited to do it. So we'll talk a little bit more about that later, but at the end of the day, being at these live events really changes your perspective on what is possible in your business and in your life, okay? A little background of me, why I'm even presenting this right now. Here's me, here's my little baby or whatever. I got with Mark Hoverson, who is the owner of GRN, and he is right here. If I scroll right back up. Ooh, right here. All right. Hoverson and I connected about 5 months ago, and I was just an online marketer. A lot of people who are probably here tonight are probably online marketers or in direct sales and want to just learn how to make a good living online. So I was kind of doing my thing, and I was doing all right. I got hooked up with Hoverson. I went through some of his training, got some of his wisdom, and literally just went from about $3,000 a month all the way up to about $50,000 a month now in my business. So when you get around the right people, when you hang with the right people, and when you build a community together with the right people, it will absolutely explode your mindset, your business, your vision, and take you to places that you really never knew were possible. I had no idea that this kind of money could come in my life, but most importantly, this kind of people that surround my life now. It's absolutely amazing. So that's Hoverson right here. We're having a good old time in Arizona before our mastermind. So what we want to do kind of tonight is I first want to just tell you what was the main thing for me. Like, the main thing to get my income to skyrocket the way it did was just getting to live events like this. And all the people on this webinar tonight, the main thing that they did to really excel their vision in their business was get to that Arizona live event, okay? And doing that really got people to learn a lot about, you know, what their vision was, what they're capable of, and things like that. So what I want to first do is invite Rhonda to talk a little bit, give her a little story why she joined GRN and a little bit about her success, and then before she's already got into GRN and why she's joined, and then we'll go over some of our community members here real quick. And then we'll tell you about what GRN is, and you can actually click the buttons below this video, and it'll open up into some other windows where you can kind of learn about it later. But I just want to kind of give you more of a community feel why we're here, because at the end of the day, we just all want to be part of something bigger and better. And that's what GRN is going to offer you. So go ahead, Rhonda, just tell a little bit about your story real quick, why you're in GRN and your success that you've already had in this industry.
Yeah, okay, perfect. You know, I've been in the industry for, goodness, 8+ years now, and it's really actually rather funny because we've had every person asking us, hey, Unstoppable family, because we've been traveling literally now for 4+ years straight after being part of this industry and realizing, wow, this industry is amazing. I should be able to live anywhere around the world. And we've had, massive success with other companies. And everyone always asks, are you guys in a travel company? Do you participate in a travel company? Do you use a travel network? I'm like, no, never. And so certainly it was really cool because, I don't know, it's about a month ago. Actually, last year we met Mark. And I didn't even know who, Brian didn't know who Mark was. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm the owner of GRN. I'm like, oh, yeah, GRN, wow, travel. And he's like, don't you guys have a travel deal? So that was kind of left as is. And then last month, literally, Brian calls up Mark. We're having a chat. And he's like, dude, why aren't you guys part of travel? And we said, yeah, why aren't we? It just makes pure sense to save money and to make money as travel, because I think most of our people always expect us to offer them something that has to do with travel. So sure enough, last week, I found out Mark was having his event, and I'm like, all right, the day before I just flew in. I'm like, I got to really find out what this thing's all about. And sure enough, sitting in the back of the room, I'm like, all right, this totally makes sense, and here we go. So yeah, that's it. When you see a vision and it makes total sense to be able to literally travel around and get not only your travel paid for by, pay such less amount that most people pay. In fact, the Bali High Resort that Mark talks about, we go into Kauai all the time, and that's the place where I'm like, we're not going to pay $800 a night. Well, certainly the example Mark offers about what you can get for GRN is just ridiculous. So now it's a possibility. But even more so, big ticket's huge. I've always been part of a big ticket opportunity, and recently we lost our big ticket opportunity. They closed the doors, and certainly makes pure sense to be part of GRN. So yeah, so we're pumped to be around.
Yeah, that's awesome. So Rhonda was talking about what GRN is literally, it's a membership club to get inside and get access to literally being able to travel the world for 90% off Expedia on the high end, and usually always the minimum like 65-70% off of anywhere you want to go in the world. There's even you can go to like Cancun's and all over the world and places overseas for like $400 for weeks. I mean, you'll see here in a little bit. We'll talk a little bit more about this. But as far as the live event goes, guys, in getting to that live event, let's start with Ashley real quick, because the next live event is literally going to be at No Excuses in the next 2 months. So if you want to explode your business and your vision, you got to get to that next live event. And so I want them to tell you, because they had to, before they got to this event, spend and get the middle package, which is a $5,000 package. So they had to get to that event, invest in themselves, pay for plane tickets, all that good stuff. Why would they do that? If this was just a company that was just another, hey, give me your money type of thing. This is a different thing. So I want them to explain what you get more when you get to these events, because when you guys take action today on the memberships that you see below, you're going to get invited to the No Excuses deal that Mark's going to throw on the side of No Excuses, which will be a little private deal. So Ashley, what did you experience at the live event real quick in just a minute or so that really changed your vision?
Yeah, for me, my biggest takeaway is just, and even going there, I mean, I've heard, how important it is. So it was my first live event. So before going there, I heard how important it is. Get to the live events, get to the live events. So, I really took that to heart, made the decision to go, and I'm so thankful I did, because it's so true. I mean, it really just takes things, if you're already serious, I mean, it just takes things to a whole nother level, and almost just makes it real. Sometimes I think in this world or in this space, it's so easy to just kind of hide behind your computer and think, things are going to really happen, but it just, it doesn't really work that way. So, I mean, not only to be a part of the mastermind and, all the great golden nuggets, from that, but to have the conversations, the one-on-one conversations with these people that you talk to on the internet every day, it just is awesome.
It is awesome. All right, Brad, let me see real quick. Go ahead, Brad. Tell me what you experienced at that live event, being around this community that people are going to get a chance to be a part of tonight. It's muted on you. Let me see. Go ahead, try again. Brad, hit your mute button real quick. See if you're on real quick.
Okay.
Sorry.
There you go, brother. Go ahead. Share your experience, man.
Yeah. I've been in the meetings, conventions, special events industry pretty much all my life, so I'm familiar with the events. And as far as the travel thing, incentive travel with corporate events, I understand they can get into those things because they're buying in bulk. And Vincent, I met you online. I think it was only about 30 days ago, not much more than a month. But the way you operate about being, transparent. When I first saw you, I saw you just did these videos, and you showed me your wife and your kids and your house and your dreams, and I knew who you were, but I never met you. I just met you online. So
Right.
that's one of the biggest things about getting to the live event, is you actually get to meet the person, and it's totally different. Even though you think you kind of know them, it's just a lot different when you can get around the energy and get around the actual emotional part of people and see their body language and how they carry themselves. And like as far as finding a room, hooked up with Sid, and then I met the guy, and he's really a cool dude. And it's just really cool being able to actually meet the people that you've been interacting with, whether it be in videos like this, or if you're on Facebook and just doing little comments. Because I've always said, like on Facebook, you don't really know if it's really that person. It could be some little 15-year-old kid from Sri Lanka that copped the guy's photo and made a fake page or whatever.
Yeah.
But when you go to the live event, I knew Vincent was Vincent. I knew he wasn't some 15-year-old kid from Sri Lanka. So that's it's all about real people.
Yeah, it made this real. I mean, because it's this money online thing is, a lot of people are like, it feels so wrong because it's like somebody just clicked a button and I made all this money. You know what I mean? So when you get there, I mean, it's like when I got in that live space, my first time, I was like, wow, these people around me are making that kind of money, literally, and people all over the world are making transactions with them. It's crazy. So yeah, it just makes it real. I love that. I love that. So Elizabeth, what was your takeaway from getting to the event? While you're in GRN, what made you take action and buy that awesome package?
Okay, for me, it's just very, very important to actually connect with people live. I mean, if I'm going to do any business with them, I mean, videos are great. Yeah, you do get a sense of who they are, but I'm just one of those people who has to really be there and talk to someone for at least an hour. No, I really love to get to know people, and that's exactly what happened. So in addition to meeting you in person and I have met Mark, but never really had a chance to talk to him, one-on-one. I just saw how brilliant he is and what a brilliant marketer he is, as well as just a person of high integrity, which is the reason I wanted to join this community, because the values are very, very important to me. And then, in addition, what I really got was just this amazing community of people that I could learn from, that I could work with. And it was just very exciting to be a part of the vision that you and Mark really just began to create.
That's awesome. Cool. All right, Susan, what's your real quick takeaway from that live event, and then why you got in GRN real quick, and just let people know how excited you are for your future now.
Well, I'm real excited for my future, that's for sure. There we go. Well, I'm real excited for my future. My takeaway from the event really was meeting the people that I really connect with online, but have really, it's kind of like a fake connection, I guess, because you think you connect, but you don't know on the other side, like Jess and all like that. And then when you are there in person, then you really do connect. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, she feels the same way.
Yeah, because you got that. Well, it turns from like, you realize in GRN, like, these people are in it, we're friends for life type of situation. Yeah. And that's what I love about it. So it's just a lot more of a transparent community. Plus, the product is ridiculous. And then having Mark Coverson, who is an 8-figure earner who started only 5 years ago and has already made $10 million. He's just, the wisdom that this guy carries is unbelievable. So what I want to do, guys, real quick is kind of go over what this is really fast, and then we'll bust into a little bit more value information for you guys on there. Below, go ahead and let us know what you guys do, why you're here. So when we do get to that point, I can kind of answer those questions. So down below this, there's some comments. You can go ahead and let us know why you're here, what you do, what you're interested in doing in the future. Because at the end of the day, what GRN is going to provide for you is a bigger vision for one, and it's going to provide for you a much bigger bank account if you take action and follow what we're doing. And it's also going to provide for you an amazing family. Literally, we are like a family that will, you know, help excel in your vision and help, you know, build your dreams, okay? Because GRN doesn't have to be just only your focus on, like, say, for example, if you're in a direct sales business, you can utilize GRN as your big ticket, bam, one in awesome commission type of situation, and as well as joining a family and having a community and getting some wisdom, okay? So you don't have to just, you know, get rid of everything with GRN. That's the beauty of it. I use it as my high ticket, big offer that literally is about 50% of my income now. I mean, it literally took me from, you know, good income to just ridiculous income, and that's what it can do for everybody who's here watching this. So let me go to my screen real quick, and I'm going to kind of just, the button below this video right now, you're going to see the Global Resorts membership over here on the right side. This is the main one that we're going to focus on tonight. This GRN Discovery membership is a new one if you just want to get in the doors, feel out our family, and kind of get set up to be able to make some good sales. But the main one, if you want to get going, if you want to be like the people on this webinar tonight, you want to get the one right down below to the right that says Global Resorts Network membership, okay? It's going to say travel up to 90% off Expedia's best pricing and make thousands of dollars helping others do the same. Once you click on that, it's going to open up in a new tab, okay? You're going to see a little bit about our company owner because we are a transparent community. We want people to know exactly who's behind it, and we want people to feel like they are, you know, essentially part of this family like we're talking about. Mark will bring you into his family. He'll show you his kids, his wife, his lifestyle. He'll show you everything in this video. You'll see who he is, and you'll understand why we absolutely love this man. All right, and then you're also going to see down here on this middle video right here, it's going to be the Global Resorts presentation. Okay, and this will show you a little bit about what GRN has to offer, the travel savings and things like that. Now, I'll play just the very, very beginning of this real quick. It'll be about 1.5 minutes or so. So I'm going to zoom in real quick. Let me know. Let me see. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. All right. So let me know if you guys, you should be able to hear this when I play it. So let me try this out. So I'm first going to try it. Can you guys hear that?
Mm.
Not at all?
Yeah.
Okay, let me try. I wish you guys could hear it. All right, here we go.
My wife and I purchased a platinum travel membership with Global Resorts Network. Today, after using my membership to take the kids hiking.
How about that?
Yeah, now we can.
All right, I'm going to start over real quick. All right, here we go.
Greetings, my name is Mark Overson, and welcome to this video. Back in 2007, my wife and I purchased a platinum travel membership with Global Resorts Network. Today, after using my membership to take the kids hiking through the jungles of Hawaii, playing in the ocean in California, dancing in Mexico, introducing my wife to Minnie Mouse for the first time, taking kids exploring through the mountains, I'm more convinced than ever that buying my platinum membership, although it was expensive to us at the time, has been the single greatest purchase I've made in my entire life. Let me explain. Here's a snapshot that compares our private club pricing versus...
All right, so he's going to go into explain. Let me put my headphones back in. That was, can you guys hear me good again? Am I back in action? Okay. So he's going to go in and explain to you, when you go in here and you compare pricing to Expedia, that you're going to literally save literally thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So what I want you guys to do below this video, let me go back to this one. What I want you guys to do, go on the comment section below right here, as you can see on my screen. Go ahead and type a place that you would like to travel in the world. And on my other screen, I'm going to go in there and find that place and show you how much it's going to cost literally for you to travel there here within just the next couple of, I mean, usually you can get some crazy deals within that month or in the next couple of months. So somebody go ahead and put somewhere down there, and I'll get back to that real quick. Any of you guys, let's see, it's taking people just a little bit to go. Let's see, come on, come on. Ireland, all right, there's an Ireland one. And, hey, and then Rhonda, while I look up real quick, Bali in Ireland, so I'm going to go look that up really fast. Well, I'll do that. Rhonda, tell some people about, you just said you have an example yourself of what you found already of savings and things like that.
Yeah, well, you know, this is the thing. You know, we've been traveling around for a long time, and my whole goal was to live in resorts, and we've done that several times, you know, while we've been traveling, and of course we've pretty much paid hyper premiums than most people pay. And then I saw a video, Mark, talking about the Bali High Resort in Kauai, in Hanalei Bay. It's our favorite place. My daughter's name's Hanalei. I'm like, wait a minute, is this for real? Did Mark really just say? I think he spent like $400, $500 or something for a week at the Bali High Resort, and I was really ticked off because it was like $1,500 to stay there.
That's so.
You know, and I'm like, geez, even if I just buy this thing for the retail, it makes sense. And that was one of the best examples because it was like instant. I heard Bali High, I'm like, what? You got to be kidding me! I've gone there so many times, paid 3 times the amount. So
yeah, you were in like Fiji and everything too, right?
Yeah, we lived in a resort in Fiji. I got to check that place out too.
Yeah, exactly. Rhonda, when we were down at the live event, you didn't kind of just explain what you feel about the GRN family because you've been in a whole bunch of different places, you know what I'm saying? So, or a whole bunch of different internet marketing type of communities and things like that. What did you feel real quick while I looked these up?
Yeah, well, I really do. I truly value community, and I've actually never been with anything other than a big ticket environment. So for me, value of family and community and people that I can just be completely directed and connected to was ultra important for me. And so, of course, I know Mark, I know you, Vince, and I got there. I'm like, wow. I've known a lot of people from being part of the industry for a long time. And Michelle Pescosolido was there, was like, yay! You come back to the people that you know. But the greatest part about it was that, that everyone that was there is just really amazing people because my values in the way I run a business is that you've got to know people, you've got to work really, really close to them. I've never been able to hide behind a computer, so that was really awesome. When I walked in the door, I walked in the door and I was late, and that was super not my style because I had to drive. And Mark's like, yay, Rhonda's here with the Unstoppable family. I'm like, oh, man, you didn't really have to do that. I thought I was going to sneak in the door. So that's the type of business that I want to run, be with people that you just really love and you can totally connect with all the time.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. All right. Well, I'm trying to pull up a bunch. There's so many coming up here, but let me just give a couple examples here. Here is, I think this one was, I'm going to pull it over here in a second.
What's actually kind of cool, Vince, is Heather Martins. She left Canada to move to Cabo San Lucas with her family just for the winter, just because it's freezing in Cabo or freezing in Canada. We should pull up something for her in Cabo because it would really trip some people out the prices that she can probably get.
Can you see my screen now?
That would be good.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's Cabo St. Lucas right here. It's in the Costa Real Cabo. It's a nice little place right off the beach right there, as you see, or that's kind of a waterway out there. And, you got sweet balconies, sweet pool, nice little thing, good balcony and all that. It's $398 for the entire week from May 4th to May 11th. So literally craziness. So you could go with it this next month and go for a full week. Okay, so here's another one. This one is in Cabo San Lucas as well. As you can see, this amazing little backdrop right here. This is also $398 for the entire week. Here's the inside of it. Updated, modern, beautiful, ridiculous. It's just crazy. You can go literally all over the world. I forget where this one was. I looked it up for somebody. Here's another one. I wonder if that's Cabo as well. So here's like a private feeling one. It's for $390. So these are the hot weeks. This is what these memberships get us. It gets us hot weeks all over the world for crazy, crazy pricing, usually about $400. So when you buy the certain memberships that I'm going to talk about, it's all about these hot weeks, and they're usually around $400 for 7 days all over the world. Okay, so if I just go and here's the hot weeks right here, you can see all these different places that will have the hot weeks. And then literally, if you don't find it in there, there's a concierge, you can call them, things like that. So you can see in, Argentina, Australia, you can just right click and open these for days. I could go on and on and what you want to do is, if you want to know a little bit more about the certain places, you'll get back to the person who brought you here and they'll go in and they'll take some screenshots for you and hook you up. So that's what we're going to do there.
Hey, Vince, what's really cool is, all right, so my thoughts are we're going to the MGM. Everyone here is probably going to No Excuses. So I'm getting a condo at the MGM because MGM offers condos. I haven't looked yet, but that's my plan, is to see if everyone that's part of GRN can actually get like a super amazing condo suite from the MGM for like an ultra amazing price.
Okay, yeah, we'll look it up here in a second. What I want to do is go over what this is all about real quick. All right. So let me just open this up real quick and I'll write on the screen a little bit. Can you guys still see my screen good?
Yes.
All right, awesome. So this membership is what happens. Here's what happens when you get it. So that's just everybody on this webinar, remember those hot weeks, okay? Those hot weeks are what is the huge deal when I'm talking about it right here. Because you can do some other things as well. All right, so there's a couple different levels. There's one level, it's $2,000 to get in, and it gives you 2 weeks of those hot weeks travel all around the world every single year, okay? It's a one-time fee of $2,000. There's no monthly fees, no annual auto ships, no nothing, okay? So it gives you 2 awesome hot weeks all over the year for that entire year, then it resets the next year. All right, and then for $5,000, this gives you 10 weeks of that amazing travel all over the world, and that's usually the one that a lot of people focus on, is this 5,000. And then there's the 12,500, and that will give you 20 weeks all over the world. Okay, and that will give you those 20 hot weeks. Now, to use those hot weeks, you always have to be there with whoever goes. So if you brought your family, things like that, that's fine. You just got to make sure that occupancy is all good and everything like that. Now, here's where this 1,000, 3,250, and 7,700 commissions come in. When somebody buys the first membership at $2,000, you will make the $1,000 commission. Okay, so that's crazy money. When I've heard about other people selling like timeshare things and travel places, they usually make about 5 to 10%. So normally they would only make about $200 on that. Global Resorts Network gives you back half of that, which is absolutely nuts. So when I first started out and I made those sales, I was all excited. It was crazy, yada, yada. But the good money, like when it starts to like go wow, 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 is when you start selling these $5,000 packages, hooking people up for the rest of their life to travel all over the world for the prices that you just saw. You're going to make $3,250 on that $5,000 sale. It's just crazy money. Think about that. I mean, $3,250 does, you know, for a lot of people, that's going to take care of at least 2 mortgage payments, if not 3, you know what I'm saying, depending on your lifestyle. For me, that only takes care of 1, but it's just where you live. And then, so it's just, for that kind of money for the average person, it's amazing. I mean, that pays off all kinds of stuff on their credit cards. It's just great on one sale. There's nothing like that out there in the world. That's why this is so exciting. And now, when you sell the 12,500, you make 7,700 commissions, that's just amazing. It's outrageous. And people, that's the beauty of this. When you make these big high-ticket sales, like in most companies, you're like, okay, they're going to get some products, whatever. You're changing people's lifestyles. That's why this is so fun. I mean, you're literally now giving them the opportunity to travel the world affordable. You know, it's just, that's what's so cool. You feel so much more fulfilled selling this kind of a product to somebody. And then not to mention, you don't have to deliver anything. They just automatically have it. That's the beauty of it. So there's really nothing, you know, to do on that aspect as far as, you know, delivering it. That's the beauty of it. It's like instant commissions in your bank account when they buy that. As far as that goes, I mean, that's the easy breakdown. Let me, I'm thinking of something else. Can you guys think of who's on the webinar right now? Think of anything else that what I'm going to do is I'm going to get off of here and look at the other page if people got questions. Let me do this.
Yeah, I can. I just wanted to say that they're easy to the travel industry people, and there's a lot of people traveling.
Yeah.
You know, all you do is you just say, there's a better way. And that does it.
For sure. I mean, that kind of like Rhonda. I mean, she's traveled all over the world. She's
like, kind of ridiculous. I gotta even get my money back.
I know.
From all the places you went.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, go ahead and shoot them below. I'm looking over here on my left side if you guys have any questions below about the payout and what you get. All right, I think we're good. I'm looking. Okay, Paige is asking what the GRN Discovery is. I'll explain that here in a moment. Let's see, GRN affiliate. All right, so that's about all there is to it. Now, when you sell this product, it's the easiest thing ever, and we're trying to make it easier as well. As you can see right here, right on this page, you come to these live webinars, you get to see what it's all about, you get to see the transparency of people on here and all that good stuff, and then literally, as you see below, people can buy this product instantly. That's how easy this thing is to sell to people. Sometimes you'll get back on the phone with them, things like that, and you'll say, what's up, you know, here's a couple more questions, all that good stuff. Scott Thompson said commissions instantly. You'll get your commissions on a ledger, but you get paid about every week or so. All right, and it's never taken longer than 7 days for me to get paid. So that's really, really fast payments as well. And they'll do that through it's called Paylution, which is really cool, and it transfers to your bank account. There's no fees, because a lot of companies will transfer it to something that gives you a whole bunch of fees and things like that. Okay. So the good thing about what we're doing right now and you guys being on this webinar is that you literally can check out all the stuff I'm showing you by just clicking on the buttons below, which is cool. All right, so let me get back to I'm going to show you guys what this GRN Discovery is all about here in a second. I want to just make sure that I cover the Global Resorts Network pretty good for you guys, and if you have any questions about the payout and how much it costs to get the membership, okay? So let me just pull this over here real quick. All right, so we just focused totally on, and if you guys missed this presentation, you're just joining, I see a lot of people are still joining. If you missed this presentation, we just talked about the Global Resorts Network membership right here on the right, where you can travel for 90% off Expedia's best pricing up to, mostly, it's usually around the 90%-ish range if you do the hot weeks, and then if you actually call in, it's usually still 60% or so off if you call in and kind of want your own destination. So we talked about that. So real quick, somebody said they missed the presentation, so don't worry. This will, right here on this page you're on right now, this video will automatically convert and be a brand new video you can watch as a recording. And let's see. All right, good. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about the GRN Discovery membership. For those of you guys who are on the line, I know there's a lot of you who are already in GRN and you want to know what this is all about. Hoverson and I went over this while we were in Arizona, and we wanted to make an entry product because at the end of the day, 2,000, 5,000, and 12,500 sometimes may be a little bit hard to get the funds instantly right away, but you want to know what our community is all about. You want to see what our Facebook's community is all about, and you want to see, you know, if this is something that's right for you. Because right here, as you can see right here, here's our Facebook community. There's 350 active members right now. Obviously, it's just growing like crazy every day. But you'll get in here, you'll get to see what GRN is all about, you get to talk to people, you get to have Facebook conversations, you can even share phone numbers and, you know, talk about strategies and things like that. And a lot of people want to know how you can, you know, make sales a lot faster, easier, you know, all that good stuff. So what we wanted to do instead, if say for example, if you didn't have the 2,000, the 5,000, or 12,000 to get started, we wanted to make an entry-level product, which is $197 to get in our community and to get kind of the vision of if this is, you know, for your life, for, you know, what you want to do, you know, essentially. Because most of you guys on this presentation tonight are probably entrepreneurs, okay? And you want to just learn what's the best way that you can start generating some good income in your life. So this GRN Discovery membership, it'll open up right here. As you can see, there's nothing fancy about it. We literally just made this and got this up and rocking and rolling last night. And it's just $197 down, or $197 setup, and $14.95 a month. Okay, that $14.95 a month is going to give you some training, and you're going to see right here, we are going to make this a little bit cooler. But this training right here is, you're going to find out once this loads up for me, is going to be the 3 things out of Mark Hoverson's thousands and thousands of dollar products that really stood out for me when I went through them. Okay. He's going to get, and Mark Hoverson, for those of you guys who don't remember, he literally came from a trailer and in 5 years earned a little over $10 million, and now it's just exploding, and now he owns he owns a lot of GRN now. So that's why he kind of took over the marketing side of things. So what he's going to do, and I know a lot of you guys who are in GRN right now are excited to get this stuff, and trust me, this changed my freaking life. This helped me so much in just being able to close sales and just kind of giving my vision out to the world. The first thing you guys are going to get in this GRN Discovery product is access to this members area right here, and it's going to be Mark's wisdom that he's sold literally on info products for thousands and thousands of dollars. So we plucked this one out. It's the 21 Amazing Closing Secrets. I joined GRN literally, you know, and I started going after it. I got several. Hold on, I got a lot of background noise. Somebody moving around a lot. Okay, we're good. All right. So when I joined GRN, I got a bunch of people interested, yada yada. They were all excited, and you know, I was all excited about it, but I couldn't close people. Okay. And I got them right to the edge, and it's just like, what do you do next? You know, like they're always like, okay, I'll get back with you a little bit later, you know, and we'll see what happens. Well, as soon as I got my hands on this, I watched this training. The next day, I closed 2 platinums, and 2 platinums is $5,000 sales a piece, and I made the $3,250 commissions on each one of those. So that's, you know, if what is that, like $6,500 sounds good to you, that's money, you know. So these literally changed my life, these 21 Amazing Closing Secrets. All right, and then the next thing that you're going to get is the Solomon CEO training. It's Expectations, Crafting for Kings, and Guts, okay? This is essentially what I did to capture Mark Hoverson's attention and literally be in his space to learn, you know, the kind of wisdom that I needed to get my business to the next level. All right, and this literally, I mean, this, when you have the 21 closing secrets and the wisdom of this man, I mean, literally there's no stopping you. That's why I've gone from $3,000 up to $50,000 in a month now. So that's the next thing you get. Then the next thing you're going to get is the 7 rituals for quantum wealth. All right, these 7 rituals are absolutely amazing. It's going to like bend your mind almost into another world. Like it's going to make you want to go out there and just, I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, it's one of those videos where you finish it and you're like, this is easy. I'm going to go out there and make anything that I want to happen in my life type of situation, because it really does start from that deeper meaning and that deeper level. All right. So that's the first 3 things you guys are going to get when you get access to that membership. We're going to be adding trainings. So there's people like me who is doing really well that, you know, you got to go out there and you got to learn how to, you know, now that you got those strategies, you got to learn how to go out there and market a little bit. So we're going to keep adding some stuff as well. It's going to be really cool. So you're going to, I mean, these 21 amazing closing secrets, it should be almost illegal for people to have. You're going to see. It's ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. So I know you GRNers who are in here now are excited to get on it, because it's just ridiculous. All right, so what I want to do real quick now, let's say, okay, so that's the GRN Discovery. You're going to get access to that for the $197, and I say down here, as you can see, setup as well. So what we're doing now, okay, so let me just show you something. Let me show you what is the reason why I have exploded my income. It's because I have a website. It's because right here I capture these leads, okay? It's because down here I capture these leads. It's because I give value in here, okay? And people want to know a little bit more about what I have to offer. So you need a website to sell this stuff. You need something to attract people. You need somewhere for when you're having these Facebook conversations on Facebook. You need a link to send people somewhere where it's not just a sales page, okay? Now what you're watching tonight right now is actually something you'll be able to send people to with an affiliate link, and you'll be automatically tracked, and you'll make money on this, which is cool. But you're still going to want to give value away at the same time. You're not going to want to always be sales. You're going to want to give some value and show people what you're all about, because on this blog, I give some people about my story, my backing, even more transparency than what's going on, which is cool. Now, so what we want to do for this GRN Discovery product, when you get this, we want to give you a website. We want to give you a website that looks a little bit like this, but not, you know, like a fully blown branded site just to yourself. We're going to hook you up and get you set up. What we're going to do is we're going to do like Mark's presentation in this area right here, over on the right side, and then we're going to have like a cool little title right here as well, where people are going to want to opt in and learn more about GRN. We're also making an opt-in banner over here that's going to give people a little bit more information about GRN as well, okay? So it's going to be really cool. It's going to want them and entice them to put their email in and give them your leads so you can follow up with them. Essentially, everything is going to drive traffic to the page that we're on today, okay? Where people can be on here and we can share our experiences, and we can, you know, essentially share why we're in this and make it transparent, make it real. No more sales video junk, you know, where it's like, buy this, get this crap, and blah, blah, blah. You know, like, we're just so different. We are like a transparent community. I mean, you're going to find out. That's why, you know, Hoverson's the leader of all this, so he's like that. He's like, there's no nonsense with Mark. It's all about being transparent and being real. So that's really the GRN Discovery membership. You're going to get, you're going to have the vision to go out there and promote this, with a nice, cool little blog. You're going to have some training from Hoverson and some of the top leaders in GRN. And then you're also going to be able, so we call it prepping you for your platinum sales. We want to help you make these $3,250 commissions and higher, because at the end of the day, the silver sales is good, those $1,000 commissions, but when you start making those $3,250s, that's when your life starts to change, I'm telling you. So that's all I know right now as far as that. I mean, that's the difference. That's the new thing that we're just offering for the Discovery membership. And you guys will get in there. You'll get that training. You're absolutely going to love it. And we'll constantly be updating that. Now, let me get back to my face real quick, because I feel weird just talking to the screen anymore. Do you guys see? I got to look at some of the questions below. Are we getting anything down here real quick? Just got in. Oh, that's awesome. Just got in. Excited to be in it. Loving this. Let's see. Can we use them? Okay, family can use the membership weeks as long as when I become a platinum member and I'm present with my family. Yes. Oh, you guys are awesome down here already answering. Sweet. Love you guys. All right. Sorry I missed some of the presentation. Okay, Sarah, don't worry. It will be recorded and it will come back on right on this page. Let's see. All right. So everybody's answering for me. This is cool. Okay. If you guys have any more questions real quick, some people are still joining. This is pretty awesome. If you guys have any questions and you missed some of the presentation, don't worry. When we get done with this, this will automatically, pop up as a replay on this same page. That's the beauty of what we're doing. We're making life easy for you when you get this GRN membership, or when you get this Discovery membership or Global Resorts Network. You're just going to constantly send people right back to this page. We're going to have new leaders, new live presentations, new things, people who are popping, people who are doing things. And it's just going to be really fun. We're going to have a good old time. And remember, you also get a part of this Facebook family where Hoverson, spits out some amazing training and things like that every once in a while. And, at the end of the day, we just have a good old time, And we want to get you guys. Remember, the whole point of this, too, tonight is we want to help you visualize it being with us, okay? And so this was the last event for those of you guys who are still showing up in Arizona, where we all just came together. This was about 4 days ago now or something. Yeah, it's crazy. And we were all in Arizona having a good time. There's 30-something of us that showed up, and you just learn a little bit more. The next live event is going to be at the No Excuses event, so you can get back with whoever brought you here and let them know, or ask them how to get to the No Excuses event. Mark's going to get a private room on the side so we can all come back together again. And you'll see, what I'm going to do probably on this page is I'll put some of the testimonials from there below, here in the next few days, where you can kind of see how people felt. And you also saw in the beginning of the people who aren't here with me how it was and how amazing it was to be there with us. So go ahead and shoot below some questions if you've seen the whole presentation of any questions that you have. Okay, is the Facebook page only for those who are members? Sarah, yes. So if you want to be, you have to at least be a GRN Discovery member to get on that Facebook private page. All right. Okay. Jackie says, is Discovery membership an alternative to coming in with a large purchase? I think I understand what you mean. So Jackie, it gets you a part. The Discovery membership gets you a part of the community, gets you part of the family, gives you some of Mark's awesome training. And then it also, it gets you inside and kind of makes you feel out what's going on with us. And it'll help you get to these live events and all this good stuff that we're going to be doing. So basically, it's prepping you to make the larger purchase, which preps the people that you bring in to make a larger purchase as well. And now what you'll do is you'll get $75 of the GRN Discovery membership as well when you send people here. So there is a little bit of money to be made on just getting people hooked up with the GRN Discovery membership. So it's $197. You as an affiliate will make $75 of that as well. So that's a pretty cool deal that we're doing there as well. And at the end of the day, this training that you're going to get from Mark, like I said, it's made me, I've only known Mark for like 5 months, and it's made me well over, I think in the last 5 months, I've made somewhere around almost $100,000. And I could not have done this without Mark's training. That's all there is to it. I would have still been just a lost puppy running around the internet world, trying to live my dreams. You know what I'm saying? And so this training right here, these are the 3 things that I plucked out of his, full-blown membership trainings that literally have stuck with me and resonated with me. I fell asleep to this stuff. I've literally eaten this digital product, if that's possible. So it's literally going to help you guys change your freaking vision. Does anybody, okay, Rhonda, do you want to, let me go ahead real quick and let me make sure there's no more questions. I want to kind of give some more value to people, like before they go, because we just love giving value around here. Let's see, Heather's in, that's awesome. Is there any commissions? I just answered that one, awesome. Let's see, the event in Phoenix was amazing. Yes, it was. What I want to do now is just show you a little bit more about, you know, how much value is filled in this family, who's a part of this, and give you a little bit of help on, you know, finding yourself, finding your vision. And let's see, people are still doing that. Okay, let's see, somebody said, where do you sign? You sign literally by clicking on these buttons right below this presentation. Just click on them, bam, they're going to open up. You click on it, you make literally, it's going to take you about 3 minutes. You bust out your credit card, put in your information, and bam, you're part of our community. You're going to get an email with a follow-up email that's going to say, here, click here, step 1, come into the join the family. Here, step 2, go and get your membership. Here, step 3, you know, you'll see the idea. But you'll love it. I mean, you literally will be a part of this family within about 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how long it takes you just to fill out a little tiny form. Okay? Really that simple. All right, so another thing, oh, I just remembered something. I want to show you guys something here in a second about what we're also doing when you get your platinum memberships tonight as well, and why Mark hooked up with my company a little bit. And we're going to hook you up with a little something special. When you click on this button, you're going to come over here and you're going to learn a little bit about Mark. When you come down here, you'll hit Get Access Now, and you're going to come over here and choose your membership level. All right? The one you're going to want to click is Platinum plus Affiliate Site, and you're going to see why, because Mark brought in my company to do something really, really special for you guys tonight. And I'm going to show you here in a second. But first, I want to bring in Rhonda to kind of give you a little vision about what she's done to make her brand stand out, why she's got customers for life, literally, and kind of what I've done. I've branded myself. People know my name. They know my vision. They know my heart. They know my transparency. That's why people know me. You have to get out there. You got to, you know, people know me as kind of a guy that has a little bit of Christian side to him as well. So that's kind of like my brand a little bit. So everybody's got their own brand. You know, Rhonda's brand is all about being a traveling type of family, having, you know, living that beautiful vision of being able to travel the world, things like that. So Rhonda, Branda.
She sounds right.
You're Branda. So at this private event, Mark had a cool idea. He broke us out into sessions. It was like 5 different tables. He broke out the leaders of the group. And Rhonda and I were like, hey, let's get together. You know, I got the blog idea where my company can do some blogs, and you got the branding idea where you can teach people some branding, and I could show some Facebook stuff, whatever. So the main thing that I got out of that was that Rhonda was a freaking genius at branding. She had a quick 6-step process that literally can kind of just, it literally almost transforms your vision almost instantly, but she does obviously go a lot deeper. But I wanted her to just give a quick step, I can't even say it anymore, a quick 6-step process to helping you find your brand and helping you get your vision out to the world. So go ahead, Rhonda, tell me your 6 steps.
Cool. Yeah, it's really good, and thanks for that, Vince. And I want to really give you guys some value, and I can talk really fast, so get your notes ready and write it down, because there are certainly some things that I've done, and why I have my 6 steps is because I've literally dug really deep. And I was asked a while ago, you know, what would I do if I started over? And that's really what came up for me is, you know, I started off 8.5 years ago in this industry, kind of a generic, kind of a vanilla style brand. But what I realized when I got started in the industry is that when you're brand new, you are like everyone else. I mean, you literally are just another marketer, you're another face. And see, I came from the direct face-to-face type selling. I was in pharmaceuticals, and so I come into this internet marketing industry. I'm like, these calls, these people don't know me because they can't see my face. They don't really know who I am. And so I started to really just think, and like, all right, how am I going to be different than everyone else? And so I created a little, you know, sort of a brand. It was Swan Lifestyle 8.5 years ago, and it worked. It actually worked. People were like, oh, they would say, hey, you're living the Swan lifestyle. I'm like, wow, this is actually working. So when we started traveling the world like 4.5 years ago, I said, okay, we got to really dig deep. We got to become something that people can recognize. So what I started to understand for all the people that I've worked with, thousands of people, is that they all get started and They want to be like me or Vince or Michelle, and they can't be like us, right? Because there's only one of me. And what started to happen is I started to put together really this system, this little 6 steps. I'm going to give those to you guys. You guys can really run with them. You probably can create your brand tonight if you get really serious about it. But what it is, guys, is if you want to really stand out of the crowd, especially when you're offering your opportunity, you want people to go, oh, you know, that's Susan Ray. She's the on-the-go girl. She's been to my branding workshop. So we know who Susan is, right? People start asking for you. But what happens is if you have a brand, and I'm not talking about your marketing at all. I'm not talking about marketing. I'm not talking about the way it looks. I mean, the way it looks counts. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm really talking about you and how you share your essence with your crowd. The way your messaging is, your core message. Like my core message for my family is truly about, you know, making a life and not a living, okay? And I'm going to share with you guys what other people have created. But let me give you my 6 steps so I'm not going too deep because I can rattle all night long on this because I freaking love it. All right, step number 1. You know that, Vince. All right, I'm going to stay on point tonight. All right, step number 1, guys, is you really want to take what your uniqueness is. What is your uniqueness? So, for instance, there's a lot of people that are baby boomers. There is an audience that you talk to that's very different than Vince's audience. And Vincent throws out his faux shows and all that. I'm starting to pick it up because I think it's funny. But I don't talk like that to my crowd very often. But see, this is how you start to find out what's your uniqueness. So, for instance, moms, right? Bam, you're connected to a mom. Travelers. Housewives. Heather Martins is online. I work with Heather, and she's the housewife of success. She was another brand that it was a little vanilla for people, and now she's the housewife of success, and people are just gravitated to this brand because that's who she is. Susan, I love you're up here because it's so fun. I'm seeing your face right here. I'm looking at you. We started creating your brand like four weeks ago, and you're on the go girl, and it's like you become so much more defined than you were when you started. And it's because you started to find what your uniqueness is, how you were. Look at her. She looks like she's on the go, girl. She's fun, she's happy.
I'm ready to go.
That's right. And I know it sounds silly, guys, when you start really digging into you. For instance, I know Isham, he was at the event. I met him. He's 19 years old, and this kid is 19. He's selling GRN to people at retail. This kid is totally different than me. You know, I'm 40, and this guy's 19. Wow, how amazing. When people go, this kid is selling this product line. So find your uniqueness. Right, it's number 1. I'll get to the point. Number 2, I'm watching my time. Number 2 is, what is your specialty? Now, some of you may go, I don't really have one, and you may not yet. Now, look at Michelle P. I mean, Michelle, I love this girl. She is the Facebook queen. Flat out, that's what she does. So her brand, people know Michelle as that's her specialty. You know, so if you're a marketing guru, you might define yourself as that marketing guru. For instance, Dagan Smith, and you guys probably know him. He's the guy that never has called a lead. I know Dagan because I saw his darn banners forever with him holding up the money saying, I'm the guy that never called a lead. I was like, that guy's got a good brand. Kind of goofy, but that's his deal, right? That's who he is. Well, Vince, for instance, Vince is sharing your divine gifts to empower the world. Like he's got his own deal. That's who he is. I've got a girl I work with. She's here tonight, Star. She lives in Mauritius, a little teeny island. She unschools her kids. That's her brand. I mean, she is now connecting with people that know what she does. So this is the greatest part about branding yourself, guys. It's about taking your uniqueness, your specialty, sharing all your greatness, and then the people that connect with you are going to want to know what you do. See, it's that change of mindset from throwing on an ad saying, hey, look what I've got, to look who I am. And then they say, what do you got? And that's really how my business has totally transformed when I started to get on point instead of saying, hey, buy this for me, or saying, hey, buy this for me. And then I start going, wow, look what I am. And they're like, I just dig you guys. What do you have to offer? And so I naturally have people now asking what I do. So step number 3, because I'm getting to the point here, is value. Vince, you talked about your values just a minute ago. Guys, your values are going to shine through your brand. Vince, he's got his really Christian ties to his family, his religion, right? Travel for us, right? Certainly travel, staying home with your kids. There's values that you have that can actually shine through your brand, through your messaging. See, people are going to start connecting to you through your message. On Facebook, you start sharing a post that really just talks about your values, things that you love, and you bring them over to your blog, and what happens? They start to look around your blog, they see the things that you have to offer, or maybe then you earn the right to say, hey, check this thing out that I'm doing. It's amazing. Right tonight, I was like, guys, I've been traveling around the world. Go figure. We haven't ever offered something for travel. It's like ridiculous. And now all my followers are like, oh my gosh, I have to actually see what this is, because you're right. How silly is it? You haven't offered something that you travel. But see, I've earned the right now because I give them so much value. They love who I am. Now I can share with them whatever things that I think are valuable to me that my followers may want to value as well. Okay, so 3 is your values shine through your brand. Number 4 is creating a tagline that oozes you. I know it sounds creepy, but I just really love that, oozes you, because my brand is making a life, not a living. That's a pretty powerful statement when you say making a life, not a living, right? I know Vince, his is sharing his divine gifts to empower the world. That really inspires people. Susan, what is yours again? Yours is living life through freedom?
Or going for freedom.
Right.
So going for freedom.
There you go. So people start to go, wow, they start to connect with what your tagline says. And I take weeks, I think, to help people define their taglines. In fact, it takes people from who they are to allowing your customer to get to your blog, for instance, because Vincent's blogs, so they are awesome. I transferred everything I had into Vince's, the ILN blogs, because they look too good. And I tell you, it's amazing because people are really attracted to that, and they see who we are through the blog and through your brand, which sharing on, as an image, but all the messaging that you have, when you're congruent with your brand through your share, then people really start to connect with you. Can you imagine literally connecting with maybe 10,000 people that are totally into what you have, opposed to the millions around the world? I want to sell to the people that love me. I don't want to force someone to buy something from me that's really not connected to me. So you start to create customers for life, guys, and they really begin to then follow whatever you have to offer, right? Ooh, look at that, my reserve battery. All right, then last, number 5 is your story. Guys, creating a video, everything is about video for me. I create videos for everything I do, because right now, if I were to be talking to you, thank you, honey, for my power. If I were to be talking to you guys right now and you didn't see my face, you'd have no idea how absolutely passionate I am about branding, right? So when you do a video and you create and put your story in a video, people start to follow. They know who you are. So then when you get on a phone, let's say you're connecting with people to talk with them about GRN, they know you. They know Susan's gorgeous smile, right? They know who she is because they know what you're all about and what you value. So number 5 about your brand is, first off, every person tonight should do a video about your story. And it probably is either a story from how you got started in network marketing, or maybe whatever you find important that you want to inspire someone with, and why you're here. I wanted to make sure I never put my child in daycare. That was powerful for me enough to do what I'm doing. And you know how many people that I connect with based on just that. Now, of course, travel's come along. So there's so many different things that you guys can connect with people, but your story is you. You deserve to be branded. Your story is who you are. And then I'm not going to get into marketing because we can go really long with that. But guys, your 5 steps are certainly your uniqueness, your specialty, your value, what you value, and creating a great tagline that just super oozes who you are. And then number 5 is really creating your story and creating video. I mean, that's really the only kind of marketing that I really do, because I want people to know me before I communicate with them. So, all right, Vince, hopefully I jam that in.
Yeah, I put 6. I don't know why I said 6. Oh, it's all good.
Yeah, well, there is 6, because I always say create a video series as well, but that sometimes gets a little detailed. So.
Oh yeah, cool. It's all good. Perfect. That's awesome. Absolutely love that. I mean, it just puts it way into perspective on exactly what we're doing. You know what I mean? So, absolutely amazing. Okay, so she talked about, did you hear that? She talked about the blogs in there and why people are transferring over, getting our blogs, getting amazing blogs that, are powerful, that capture leads, which will then help you get more GRN sales, which is why I make so many GRN sales and why, I've made the crazy money in GRN. what we're doing tonight is we're going to, for anybody who gets the platinum membership level, that's when you go down below, okay, right here on the Global Resorts Network membership, when you go down below, you click on this, and you come in here, you watch Mark's video a little bit, you see what Mark's all about or whatever, and you'll scroll down a little bit, and you'll see the Get Access Now button. You'll click on that, and this is where you buy your membership to get part of our family, get the Global Resorts Network, etc. What you're going to want to do is when you get this platinum right here tonight, we're going to hook you up with an amazing branded blog that's going to literally, if you think mine's amazing, right, we have hundreds that look amazing. Rhonda's is awesome now. Everybody on this webinar tonight has a blog. What do you guys think about your blogs? Just throw a thumbs up if they're amazing. Amazing.
Super awesome.
So, so you're going to get it part of the platinum deal tonight when you get, it doesn't matter who you go through, Hoverson and I hooked up together, and we're going to hook you guys up no matter who brought you here, okay? So whoever brought you in here, they probably brought you through an affiliate link, so you should be able, there goes your crazy. You should be able to just, if they brought you through their affiliate link, you should be able to come down here, click on this button, bam, go through this little process, and literally buy it, and it'll be tracked to them. They'll get their commissions, and they can kind of, guide you through the rest of it if you want to do that. But you don't really need to talk to them. You can go through this process. You can come down here, do your little deal, and get started today. You'll get an email from us. You'll get part of the GRN family. You'll get to come to our next live event. You'll see what it's all about. You're going to get an amazing blog like this, that has your own image, has your own vision, has your own picture. You can even utilize Mark's videos for now if you don't want to, if you don't have any really videos that you are, feeling yet. So you can utilize his videos to capture leads right here that go directly back to this presentation you're watching tonight. That's going to show people what you just got a part of. It's just an easy and amazing cycle of, how this online world works. Click a couple buttons and make some money, and connect with people online. It's really that simple. And then get yourself to the next live event. It's really fun. Let me know if you guys have any last minute questions, but that's pretty much it. I mean, it's time to get started. It's time to join us. If you, like I said, if you can't afford the Global Resorts Network, at least get the GRN Discovery membership. You're going to get access to the awesome training that Hoverson literally took. Like for me, this took me from literally $3,000, and I give this credit for up to my $50,000 a month business now. I mean, I give this all credit to it. I can't say you're going to do that, but I can say that that's what happened in my life when I shifted my mind. And this is going to be constantly updated with new videos with people like me, Michelle, Rhonda, anybody else who starts making sales, doing things. They'll absolutely put some training in here that will help you out. Maybe Rhonda will elaborate a little bit more on her 6 steps for you. So we'll just keep adding to that, keep giving you value. You're going to join our family. You're going to get value from that. We constantly do some awesome training and things like that up here. I mean, you can just see all these pictures in here about like we're just hanging out, having a good time. We're different. We're not just business, suit and tie, blah, like wanting to, throw up on your people next to you. This is like, I can't wait to see you next time. When are we going to have our next live event? When is this going to happen again? You know what I mean? Like, that's like none of us wanted to leave. You know what I mean? Like everybody was just having a good time. We wished it was going to last for freaking months. So we knew we had to get back, get some presentations after you guys, and then help you become a part of our family. So, as you can see right here, we got every style of person possible. You can see right here, brand new. She just came in. She was down there at an event with us. It's Caroline Hughes. She's a cute lady, and she just got part of our community as well. I mean, it does young to old. I mean, I'm 27 years old. I should say mature, not old. Okay.
Yeah, right? Come on.
Young to mature. And she just means you're smarter than me. And, it doesn't matter what you are. That's the beauty of GRN. Okay. So we just have everything you could ever offer. I mean, here was the night before our event. Everybody's mixing, mingling. Mark Hoverson's thing is cigars, so we're all jacking around smoking some cigars. As you can see, some people didn't smoke cigars because, whatever. That's their thing. It's definitely a thing like that. But we just had a good old time. We mix, mingle, hang. We mastermind. We learn. We just have a good time. If you want to be part of this community, you want to be part of this family, at minimum, get that GRN Discovery membership, come inside the family, get you a nice little blog up and running, and get some of Mark's training. But, if you want to just take action tonight, take the next level, get your amazing branded blog with your platinum membership. It was a gift from my company to you guys. go ahead and get started with that. Make sure you get the platinum one and get back with the person who brought you in. They should have got it. They'll get a commission email that says they just made $3,000. So that'll be a good thing. So that can happen in your life. But then just get back with them, tell them how excited you are, and get with me on there in the community in the Facebook group and just tell them how excited you are. And that's all there is to it. It doesn't have to be harder than that. You send people here at this presentation that we're at tonight. You click on these buttons, you get started. You do the same thing. You go out, you find some other people to check us out and feel us out and see the amazing product we have to offer. And they do the same thing. And they help, and they learn this lifestyle they get to live. I mean, what is there to do?
Hey, Vince, I got a question, because I know everyone that has, the blogs already, many of them have an ILN blog from your company. Are we going to get some like super sexy bells and whistles? Even though they join the 197, they'll still be able to get some of the extra GRN stuff as well, right?
Yeah, they'll get like the GRN Discovery membership blog. It's not like a completely branded blog to themselves. It's going to be pretty generic. Like all you'll be able to do is insert your picture, and then there'll be an opt-in form, and we'll use Mark's presentation. So it's not going to be fully custom to them, but it'll give you a start. It'll give you the vision of where you can kind of take this thing. Okay.
Well, so let's say people do like me. I'm gonna have my blog. Will we be able to get the extra stuff? 'Cause I know all my people are like, I already have a blog, because they all get one. They already have one, but will they get the some of the extra maybe?
Yeah, like so. Let's say for example you have a blog. That's a great question. What we're doing is we're making opt-in forms to the side for GRN, so you can start capturing leads, sending people right back here. So we're doing that kind of stuff that will normally cost $97, $30, whatever it's going to be. We'll just go ahead and give those as part of the Discovery membership. But the main thing is, I mean, the people who have a blog already, if they get into platinum stuff, we'll hook them up with that kind of stuff to get on their existing blogs for sure.
Yeah, because you guys, you had mentioned the event that you're going to be doing some of the, you have some posts already that really talk about GRN too, because that's something super valuable.
Yeah. So like people like, me, Michelle, other people who've already made great sales like Brenda, and you'll be up and coming. Like we'll do blog posts that will automatically be inserted in your blogs, and you can tie your affiliate links to them to bring them back to these presentations that you're seeing here tonight. And, that's just going to be easy stuff, easy done. And what we can do for the people who already have blogs is we can just, let you guys kind of copy and paste that and put it on your blogs as well, just as like a gift. Because, Rhonda knows those kind of blog posts, if you have those outsourced, those cost anywhere from $60 to $100 a pop. Yeah. So that kind of, backup of your blog and having those kind of, information and wording and things like that, some of us will probably even put a little video on it or something like that as well. I mean, those cost a lot of money. And so the fact that you can essentially put those inside your home, it would be like having some amazing furniture come inside your home or something. I don't know. And so, I mean, just that makes the value just skyrocket. So, I mean, already is the Global Resorts Network membership just ridiculous. Now we're just piling on to just make it so irresistible. And I mean, it's just a no-brainer. And I think Mark might even be sending like a journal of like this special cool customized journal to some people as well too. So I can't promise that, but I think he's going to be doing something like that as well. But I mean, everything else that's already offered, I mean, plucking out these videos that should be worth hundreds and thousands. I mean, for me, those videos in there are worth over $50,000. It just depends on who takes action and runs with it. But for me, I took action. I ate those up. I slept with them. I mean, I literally am like, I consider myself like a mini Mark or something. I like everything that comes out of my mouth. I want it to be from the wisdom that I learned from this guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the way it is. You can just communicate so much better when you know how to get in and tap into people's vision and to get in their hearts and kind of just share with them what could happen in their lives kind of situation. So that's why you guys are on here, because you saw the vision, you ran with it, you know what I mean? So that's what you guys are going to get now. And so I'm just excited that we came together. You guys are going to get to see the stuff that, impacted my life. That's what's really exciting. And we'll just go from there. I mean, let's see if there's any other last question. I like amazing furniture. Let me look at it if there's any other last question.
Yeah, it was.
All right. Scott, the design is, it's all going to be done. Everything is going to be done. You don't have to outsource nothing. We are the one-stop shop. All right, peoples, last time before you just go down, just click the buttons below. I mean, join our family. We have a good time. I mean, you just literally That's all there. I mean, there's nothing else on the internet that you're gonna just like feel this camaraderie, this power, this passion, this vision being led by people like Hoverson. I mean, and then you just see like Rhonda coming in here, who's already been successful, coming in, seeing this, giving value to the community. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. All right. So last time, if you guys want to have any questions, I see we still have somewhere around 150 people or so. But other than that, hit those buttons below, get started, do what you can. I mean, a lot of people, like I said, that's why we created the Discovery membership. If you got to take a couple weeks to get your $5,000, because with that $5,000 package is what everybody on here has. Actually, I think Rhonda's got the 12,000, so she's the woman.
I'm telling you, you need it.
Yeah, I mean, if you get to that level, that's when things will really, really shift. So that's why, you know, if you got maybe 2,000 or so, and you want that 5,000 and you want to get that blog and everything like that, you know, you got to kind of figure out those funds yourself. I mean, it doesn't matter if you need to put it on your credit card. It doesn't need to matter if you got to ask somebody. Every single one of us on here, when we started our businesses, did not have the money. That's all there is to it. Nobody has the money if they're going to get an opportunity, okay? And so you have to find a way, and you have to be able to change your life somehow, some way. And, you know, the people who really want it in this life are going to do that. I guarantee it. That's why we are on here. That's why we're a community. That's why I was telling the people who were at that event, we are a different type of person. People who can spend that kind of money to go after their dreams is way different than somebody who just can't conceptualize that fact. Like, I don't know how I'm going to do that. You know, like, people who do it and get it done are going to go to the next level of their life. That's all there is to it. I mean, that's why our conversations at that event were way different. That's why the people, you know, that were there, I mean, you're high-fiving, hugging, just laughing, having conversations that mattered, that were meaningful. I mean, that's why we all left there with a different power, with a different energy, you know. And so we want to see you guys at the next live event. We want to have you a part of our community, and we are so excited. So just hit those buttons below, whatever one, you know, floats your boat tonight. But getting that 5,000, that is the minimum that I would ever recommend. And make sure, and you get that blog up and running for free. I mean, it's just a no-brainer. So get that rocking and rolling. Regardless, we'll see you. We love you. You guys have any last things you want to say?
Let's have fun. Be unstoppable.
Be unstoppable.
Let's go travel.
Travel the world. All right, y'all. We'll talk to you guys soon. Have a beautiful night, and we'll see you. We're going to have a new webinar probably every Tuesday night at 9, so you can always know that you'll be able to send people back here. We'll have some fresh faces, some fresh people who are doing things. We'll recognize the top affiliates of the week. And
no excuses. No excuses.
Yeah,
baby.
See you guys all No Excuses.
Yeah, exactly. So May 17th to the 21st, we'll all be at No Excuses. We're going to have a blast, and, you know, at the end of the day, it's all about just coming together, having a good old family, and just kicking it and having a good time. So, all right, y'all, we love you. We'll talk to you soon. Have a beautiful night, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Cheers.